Medical notes this week. The best way to avoid getting sick from COVID may be getting yet another booster. Millions of people have already gotten 2 basic shots plus a booster, but a preliminary study at Israel's Sheba Medical Center shows that a 4th shot increases antibodies 5-fold within a week. People over 60 in Israel are already eligible for such a booster, but other nations say getting a first shot to as many people as possible is more important. More people are depressed than ever during the pandemic, but even before COVID started, a new study shows the stigma of depression was lessening. It's the first time the stigma of a mental illness has been found to be decreasing, according to a study in the journal JAMA Network Open. Scientists used data collected in 2018 for the study and found that people are now much more willing to attribute mental health problems to genetics and brain disruptions, and much less likely to blame moral failures, bad character, or a poor upbringing. Eating more plant-based foods is good for you, but a new survey done by Danone North America finds that not everyone feels invited to the table. 58% of Hispanics and 60% of African Americans say their community and culture are represented poorly or not at all by companies that make plant-based brands. Even so, 55% of African Americans, 61% of Hispanics, and 71% of Asian Americans are okay with changing their diets to include more plants. That compares with only 49% of the nation as a whole. And finally, marijuana is very good at absorbing heavy metals from the soil, but a new analysis in the journal Toxin Reviews shows that recreational pot and even medical marijuana can contain high levels too. Metals like lead, mercury, cadmium, and chromium are carcinogenic and completely unregulated in cannabis. However, researchers say not all varieties of cannabis absorb metals from the soil equally, so growers should start using the less absorbent ones. And that's Medical Notes this week.